What's up, everybody? We back with another episode of Career Education. I'm your host, Steff Weezy.
I'm your boy, Day.
And we got a special guest with us today, man. My boy, Ike. Shout out to him, man.
Ike, man, he came all the way from overseas, man. Big Italian player now, you know. My brother from the seed, you know what I mean? We went to college together. We grinded through New York City together. He transferred back to Detroit. Went overseas. He'll give you a little bit more background about his grind and the life of the athlete, you know, trying to be the professional, because so many people think it's so easy. They think the grind ain't real. They think it's just, even because something quick, me and Steff was talking about college, how people have the misconception of athletes not really having to work very hard, or that it's easier for us because we get a scholarship, because they pay for our school. But they don't understand the 5 a.m.s every day, the 3 practices a day, the $1,000 a month stipend that we got to live off of, and all the nonsense that we got to endure as the athletes, that we get glorified like have all these things together. But as we know from the inside, it's not what it looks like on the outside. So tell us a little bit about you, Ike, and a little bit about your story.
First things first, who's getting $1,000 stipend?
Well, now they getting paid. Now they getting paid, bro. They getting paid now in college,
man.
You know.
When we was playing,
barely get $1,000 a semester, boy, let alone a month.
Man.
Boy, big oodles and noodles.
Yeah.
McDonald's.
Facts, boy, for the free ski.
Man.
But yeah, and you know, I actually just finished up my 9th year as a professional basketball player overseas.
Congratulations.
I've played all over the world. I've played on every continent but Antarctica and Australia. So it's crazy to even think that I've played that many different places. But yeah, this is my 9th year professional. I just finished up a season in SIG Strasbourg, which is in Jeep Elite France, which is the top league there. I spent many years in Italy, played in Russia. I played in Finland, Germany or Austria, Uruguay, China. I played guitar. Yeah. You know, it's been a long journey, man, to be, to be short with it. But yeah. I wouldn't change anything about it, man, because the length and the time it took me to get to where I'm at, man, it made me the person I am today. And I'm pretty comfortable with the person I am today. So I definitely wouldn't change the grind, if nothing else, for nothing, to be honest with you.
That's what's up.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, so how, like that, just to bring it back, because we talking about, like, you know, life after sports and even prior to it, because, you know, everybody, like even me, for example, me and Dede, like, you know, we was pro players, but we're not playing pro right now. And it's like, that is really a grind, man, because we put in so much years of hard work into the sport. And for us not to be playing it right now, it's like we had to change the whole program. You know what I'm saying? And just that whole grind, like it's a dedication thing. And I know you, like Dede was telling me, like, you know what I'm saying, you had to sacrifice a lot. And that's the thing that people don't see. Like, you went out there and, say, for instance, you didn't have a contract at first. You went and took a leap of faith out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was crazy. You know, my first year professional, I played in Uruguay. And then, I ended up breaking my wrist that year. Team was so dirty, told me it wasn't broken, had me playing with a broken wrist, shooting wrist too. So it got to the point where it was so painful. I was like, you know what, I'm up out of here, man. Like, I left in the middle of the night, came to the crib, tried to get treatment, tried to tell myself it wasn't broken, even though it was broken. Went to another team. Clearly. They was like, bro, your joint's broken, bro. Get up out of here. Stop playing with us. I'm not about to pay you. Nigga, you broke. Right. So I spent the whole year at the crib because of that. And, I was working a regular 9 to 5, boy, at a restaurant, busting tables.
Wow.
Looking embarrassing, boy.
7
when I tell
feet.
You,
7 feet tall.
6'8", 245, 250, all muscle me, busting tables. I was looking big embarrassed.
Just playing pro though, like professional basketball player.
The year before, and now I'm busting tables.
Dang,
but
man.
That right there that's when I realized, like, boy, I'd never worked another regular job a day in my life. After that year, I'm like, this ain't for me, man. I don't know how anybody do this shit, man. This is not for me. So, but after that year, nobody wanted me. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wanted to fool with me. They thought I was damaged goods. My agent wouldn't even return my phone calls. I was, trying to figure it out on my own, and then luckily, one of our other homeboys, Kajoa Legbe, he was with on the coach staff there, but he was professional as well, and he's playing in Austria, and he gave me a base. So he's like, bro, come out here, you can get out here, figure things out. I had a car. That was the only money I had to my name was my car. I had to sell that mug, bought myself a one-way ticket to Europe, and was like, I'm gonna figure it out. Either I'm gonna get on, or I'm gonna be a homeless nigga walking around. I'm gonna be a homeless dude the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm Europe, or I'm about to be a professional basketball player. It's either one or the other, man. There ain't no in between. So I flew myself out there, and I ended up, one of the players on this team that actually get hurt. I ended up playing for them for a little while. He came back. They cut my ass. Had to go to Germany, play for the worst, and play in one of the worst leagues imaginable, like 6th League Regionalliga. They could tell like 6th League is the bottom.
There's so many leagues over in Germany.
Yeah.
Teammates is janitors and mechanics. Like these niggas
for real.
Damn.
these niggas like we're like the YMCA All-Star League, boy. Like it's embarrassing.
Yeah.
It was a means to get to where I was at. Without the opportunity, I wouldn't have, in the end, actually, that opportunity actually fell through at the end of the day, too, after a couple of games. And I found myself living on the Army base for well over a month. Sneaking in the barracks, boy.
Right.
Anybody in the Army who knows, you can't live in the barracks, boy, if you're not in the military. I'm in the barracks, big living.
Dang.
But because of that opportunity, back home. So.
Yeah. Dang, that's interesting, man, because you see, like, in life, it's a business at the end of the day. You've seen it. If you can't work for us, if you're not, you got to go no matter what. You know what I'm saying? And you put in all this hard work, dedication, you're in a whole nother country. That's deep. You know what I'm saying?
Outside of when you're overseas, the teams and the clubs that you play for, bro, they don't care about any of your personal issues. They don't care about your family dying. They don't care about your mom being sick. They don't care about nothing. You better come here, play, and perform. That's all we care about.
Cutthroat.
Big facts. And hey, man. Honestly, I don't know what song that was. That what have you done for me lately, boy?
Dang.
That might don't matter if your mom done died and you play bad 2 times, boy. They have you up out of here tomorrow.
Dang.
When you playing with you gonna do what we brought you to do at a high level. You better not have no drop, or you up out of here.
Right.
I mean, they're getting released after 1 game, bro.
Yeah.
You fly in there, practice for 2 days, play a game. You don't play well, you're released after the game, bro.
Dang.
That's simple. Like,
and where you at, man? You at the discretion of the GM or whoever the sports director is. Unless you're in one of those countries where you protected, like where I play at now. France, they're the only real country. Them in Germany, the only real countries with players unions where you're actually protected. Outside of that, boy, it's the Wild Wild West, free for all.
Wild West.
Like you on the next thing smoking. Stop playing with me.
Dang.
But that gets us into our next conversation about the business of the sports.
Yeah.
So whether it's the team, whether it's your agent, whether it's the opportunities that come from those agents, I mean, the agents automatically get percentages of those teams. They have a ulterior motive to get you somewhere. They want to make it feel like they care about you and your family and all your longevity until they don't see you as valuable anymore.
No, yeah. And that was me my first year out. I had a quote unquote big time agent. I was with Artie Sports, who had a ton of NBA guys, and then my actual agent, he's now a big head at CAA. And he only really dealt with me because my friend was representing my friend who they thought was gonna go to the NBA, so it was more of a favor than anything. He really see the value in me. So much that he just put me wherever. You know what I'm saying? Like he even told me, like, you're not a European style player. Like you'll never play in Europe. The European teams don't want the style of player you is. So he just put me wherever just to get a couple bucks. Right. And that was, poo cheese Uruguay, which was horrible.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a horrible situation. My team was in the hood. Boy, I had bed bugs, no Wi-Fi. It was just a horrible situation, you know what I'm saying? And if he actually believed in me as a player, he would have took the time to actually find somewhere where I fit and place me in a good situation. But he was like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and get this 10%, put him down here, and I'm gonna get my bread and I'm gonna keep it moving. And I feel like a lot of agents end up doing that type of stuff, man. It's hard to find a real good agent, man. And that's on my YouTube, like it's like the agent part is one of the, like if you can find you an agent who honestly believes in you, bro.
Yeah, it's the biggest thing.
Yeah. That's important. That's what we on Career Education, you know what I mean? That's big. Like, you know, it's about, like, I wish I knew what I knew now back then, because I was going free for all. I was signed to he wasn't even a certified agent. You know what I'm saying? So I had no clue, and I'm out of college killing, you know what I'm saying? First team and everything, and I didn't go. In that little year I left off, you know what I'm saying? It was tough to get back in the floor of things. Yeah. Even though I did end up getting on a traveling team. I killed in a camp, and I literally got on myself. But it was like I didn't know about the next process, because I was so used to college coaches and everybody reaching out to me, and you know, everything is just there. Yeah. You know, I didn't have to do too much. They flying me out, like they're really catering to me. But after that, college, it's like you gotta know this shit, or you gonna just go out there. But that's another part of just figuring shit out. Like, you know, you learn as you go with life. But that's tough though, like, because I didn't know. I'm like, damn, they don't care about me like that. And it's on you. You got to get your ass back to them, you know what I'm saying? Wherever you got to go, or whatever the case may be. But it's tough. You gotta learn, and I wish, like,
bro, it's crazy, bro. And that's the thing. This is a shameless plug, but a plug none the least. I wish I had my YouTube channel back then, because YouTube pretty much tells everybody everything that you're gonna go through, everything you're gonna need to know when you're starting your career, and not to make the mistake that we all made. You know what I'm saying? Something we didn't have when we came out. So if you guys want to, go check out Life of Keezy.
Check him out. Keezy. Yeah,
go subscribe.
We gonna put the link
in the bio
right there. We gonna flash it above the screen. Y'all go subscribe to his channel right now.
Because I give all that, you know what I'm saying? Like the stuff that we didn't, even though we were around pros, you know what I'm saying? We were around a ton of pros. Even those guys, all of them weren't just giddy to just give us information. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Free. They just aren't gonna come to you and say, "Hey, man, when you start your career, bro, make sure that you got a no cut clause in your contract." You know what I'm saying? They ain't telling us that stuff. You know, we see them every day work out with these dudes, but they're not telling us that.
Right.
Even though it's we need to know that would be super beneficial to us.
Yeah.
Make sure when you go over there, boy, you got a washer and dryer, or make sure you got an automatic car. Don't let them give you no manual. Make sure it's in your contract. They don't even give you that type of information.
Yeah.
But it's out for free, because I know that it helped a lot of guys, you know, start that phase. You know what I'm saying? How to make sure how to weed the bad ones out from the bad ones. How not to get scammed, because there's a lot of people, guys, you know, preying on guys' desire to be a professional athlete, but they don't got no connections.
No,
right?
You know, just desire, so got you paying them money and then can't give you nothing in return.
Yeah,
you know, there's a lot like that happening. That's just, you know, what I'm trying to gate.
Man,
That's
to
deep.
piggyback off of that, bro, my first year overseas, bro, I don't know if you remember, I was in Munster, bro.
Yep.
In my contract, bro, you know, all of our friends is playing professionally. We're all overseas. They're saying, "Oh yeah, I got this car. I got a 2-bedroom apartment." Oh yeah, that's what's up, bro. I get there, bro. They had me fucked up, bro. They gave me a bike, bro.
That's the car.
That was in my contract, bro. A bike.
They said your car got 2 wheels, and they had car written on the bike. So this is your car. Damn. Shit.
Come on, gave me the swing bike, man. Come on, man.
That's what we call it over here. It's car. Like, damn, I ain't no car. I gotta translate.
But to piggyback off of that, having that the dynamic of a family dynamic or friendship to where you can bounce ideas and information off of each other is so important, bro. Because like you said, we went through it all on our own the first times. Like none of us could help each other because we all doing it the first time.
Yeah.
You know? And the people we looked up to, they was hooping with us, but they never gave us this real info that we needed, even though we aspired to be the similar things. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's like, unless you, and that's the thing, we didn't even know how to ask these questions. So it's like, you leaving it on us to get the information out of you, but we don't even know how to ask the questions. But it's something that you know that you could just, hey man, you should do that. You should do this. How easy is it for you to say that? Like, you know what I'm saying? You've been through it. You 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, retired.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you don't even think to get that information to the next generation. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, you might tell us, oh yeah, you can't sweep. You need to cross step. Yeah. That's basketball related. But that ain't about the life part about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, basketball is cool, but it's more than basketball, bro. We're living life. You know what I'm saying?
We building A brands up and everything. Like I love what you said, even about your YouTube channel. I'm glad you got that YouTube channel going, because that's like my whole life done switched. It went from everything basketball. Now I'm a content creator, but I'm adding basketball in there. Like I'm just posting some of my highlights going up to LA Fitness. but I'm making a bag off of like the business side of it now. I'm like, dang, it's all a brand. It's like you got to brand yourself, bro.
Yeah.
You got to really build yourself up, brand yourself. Say for instance, you could get 1 million subscribers. Now the next team that you go to, you letting them know like, hey, I'm huge. What you mean? I got 1 million people following me. You know how much my jersey is going to sell? Do you know how much I can bring to this? But that's you building your own brand and working on yourself and then giving away game that you have on your channel to the next up and coming people. That's a blessing, bro. And the biggest thing, like even with Cree Education, we drop a lot of gems to people and giving them free information about things that will be beneficial to them, but it's going to come back tenfold for us, whether they're going to join our program, whether we're getting, the channel gets big, we getting paid promotions, we get product placements, all this different things help, but we're giving the game away for free and they're learning. And I know that's what you're doing on your channel too. You giving the youngins like, man, come to me. I'm going to tell you the real deal about what's going on.
And that's the thing. And I ain't going to ask you for nothing in return.
Man,
and
that's love.
Thing. At the end of the day is, hey man, man, all I ask for you is to smash that like button, boy.
Yep,
right. I'm give you, and I'm not going to sit here and sell, course, none of that weird shit that these dudes be out here doing. Hey man, I'm gonna give you the real.
Yep.
This thing I always tell them, hit me up. It don't matter if my DMs be filled to the pack with just questions from young guys. Guys who probably ain't gonna ever play professional basketball in their life, but I take the time to answer every question because at the same time I realized if I was back in their shoes and I had questions and somebody said, let me ask you a question, I'm gonna ask you. Whether I thought I could be an NBA player or not, I'm gonna ask you because they opened that door.
Right.
Yeah. And
I would hope that they would answer. They would stick true to it. So I'm sitting there every night going through messages. Hey man, no, that's not a good look. Maybe you should do this, man. Hey man, no agent. If an agent tell you got to pay him something first, don't do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna keep it a buck with everybody, man. That's just how I am. So I'm gonna try to keep it pay it forward. You know what I'm saying?
Dope.
For sure.
That's
for sure, man. That's crazy because it's so much ins and outs of things that people don't see behind the scenes of the sports.
Yeah.
Like they'll see you hit a game winner, but they don't know you didn't get paid this month. You know what I'm saying? Like there's so many things that's going on, bro, that people are fighting for their bread. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're a fan of mine and I can't even get paid for being here. Like,
yeah. I'm saying you bought the ticket and that money ain't even coming to me. I ain't seeing not a cent of that money.
Right.
Come on, man. You bought my jersey. I ain't got nothing to do with it.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I was just talking the other day, like a team I played for 3 years ago still owe me $40K. So it's like, what are y'all like? Y'all think that overseas basketball is sweet? Yeah, it's an amazing lifestyle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When you right situations.
Yep.
But every situation ain't the right situation, and you don't know that unless you have info going in. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And that's another thing I tell guys. I don't know if y'all got any expiring basketball players watching. I'm sure it is. Watching y'all podcast, but it's like or listening to your podcast, but it's like you need to reach out to, if you're going to a team, man, this is just something small, but reach out to guys who played there before, bro. Ask them about the situation. You know what I'm saying? It is easy to go online and go on Eurobasket and see who played on the team before you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just that people don't even be known.
Right.
And you would know what you're walking into, if nothing else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They be 3-4 months late every time. You might want to, think about that.
Yeah.
Right.
Educate yourself, man.
But that's a part of the business that nobody teaches us until you're going through it and probably getting fucked some kind of way.
It's too late. It's too late now.
Yeah.
Too late.
Yeah. Know the business, man. And what I say because I know there's a lot of hoopers because, me and Dede, we come from the hooping background that follow us. So they're definitely going to be tuned in. And what I like to say is like, brand yourself, like build that up. Like even me, like I ain't played for real in 11 years and I got a crazy reach with I just posted a video a couple days ago of me playing at LA Fitness. I had somebody actually recording it on the side because I usually just post my camera up. They was recording me and I'm getting so many hit ups like, man, where you ain't playing pro, you ain't doing this. But you know what I'm saying? I'm like, dang, but I've just made, I'm looking at the video. I made a couple $100 off the video alone on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, I'm still getting paid to hoop, technically, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, damn, this is a brand within itself. I could sell just shooting tees, like Pure Shooter. Go buy my Pure Shooter shirts, you know what I'm saying? But this is something that I put in years of work. But now I'm smart enough on the business side to understand, like, dang, I ain't letting this hooping go to waste like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna make a bag off that. I put too much work into this jump shot. You know what I'm saying? And there's little kids out there that are amazed. Like even though you cold and you killing over there and you dunking, like kids, you gotta understand this. people that's following us that are young and they are admiring that.
For sure.
Like this dude he just dunked on, you know what I'm saying? How did he do that? You know, whatever the case may be. You know, we could hit 23s in a row. Like there's people that are amazed by that.
Right.
And when I sit back outside of my own body and look at it, like I was watching my film, I'm like, damn, I actually am cold. Like, how did I just pick the ball up and pull up in someone's face that easy? I'm like, dang, that was years and years of work. But now I'm making bread off this, just playing around. Like anything I do, that's why I'm big on content. I'm like, I'm recording everything. Everything is content. Everything gonna make sense.
You nice though.
Yeah.
That's the thing people don't be understanding. Steff, Weezy,
yeah.
both of these dudes,
they
nice.
Man, jumpers.
They could be playing pro right now if they really wanted to on somebody's team. Like they took a different path. Like I just think about Steff. Just imagine if we would have thought about creating content back we was in our prime in college.
Oh, man, my YouTube would be so big.
Every day. You know what I'm saying? Back when our whole life was basketball, we ain't have nothing else. It
Morning,
wasn't no family.
Noon, night.
Man, wouldn't even
basketball,
think.
Coordinate.
We was just tunnel visioned in the basketball.
Really though.
That's all we thought about.
That's all we thought about.
Generation. It wasn't rapper, basketball, YouTuber. It was named rapper, basketball player, football.
Period.
Yep. NBA.
No content creator.
Right.
You know
Yep. That's so true.
But if it had been on it earlier, boy, understand.
And I'm glad we on it. I'm glad we on it now because we'd be talking 5 years from now, like, man, well, I wish we was on it. And this is another stream of income, man. This is like, it expanded my mind so much. I'm thankful that I didn't go just straight basketball route because now I'm understanding more about life and business and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like
because we were so locked in.
That's all I knew. Yeah, that's all I knew.
The only version of success that we could want to touch. You know what I mean? Like, but now, bro, look, Corey, tall guy. And we got so many people that's successful in their own right doing much different things than just basketball.
Yeah.
You know? Like we all started with a basketball foundation, but that thing exploded and we all kind of burst into different avenues, of success.
And I must admit, I'm so thankful for basketball because I learned a lot of life lessons and just like, about discipline, being on time. You know what I'm saying? Like all of these things in life, like even our hard work ethic, like, we applying this to something else and we taking off, even with connections, like our network, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people in the city know me from basketball, but I leveraged a lot of those relationships in so many different ways, you know what I'm saying? Sure. Just whether it be, I'm gonna say the real, legal help, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I know people that's lawyers now. I'm like, hey, I need you, man, you know what I'm saying? My homeboy I hooped with actually is a lawyer, so it's like, and it comes full circle. But basketball definitely just it helped me save my life, got me from the streets, and taught me a whole another thing in life.
I mean, basketball has definitely brought me, different versions of the world I would have never seen in my life, relationships I would have never fathomed to create, brotherhoods that I couldn't pay for, you know what I mean? Things that don't have a number on them or a materialistic value to it. You know what I mean? That have so much more like camaraderie and love. Cause now we're all in our own lanes and versions of success, but still together using each of our own platforms to build each other. So it's the best thing that I could imagine. You know what I mean? As far as that goes. But what people do need to understand is, man, we don't put in at least 1 million damn hours of hooping. You know what I'm saying? 1 million hours.
2,000 hours, nigga, that's minuscule.
Yeah,
ain't no way.
Yeah, we talk about college. I remember them little talks like, oh, you got a free scholarship. I'm like, you know what we had to do today, man? I had a single workout. I had weights, and we had individuals, weights, and I had study hall. I'm like, man, it's not sweet. Night. It's not sweet at all.
It's not, bro. Honestly, you need to real life sit back. And that's the thing, because I feel like it's a blessing that social media is what it is now, because now people can real life see what an athlete goes through on a daily basis. So you got regular students who complain about the perks that athletes get, but when you look at the day in the life of an athlete, like a lot of these guys got, on their social media is now showing their day in the life of what they do every day. Boy, you would quit after one day.
Yeah.
You wouldn't finish one workout.
Like you would quit after one day of the stuff boy, they can attest. Boy, I came to college, boy, thinking I was ready to play. Boy, my back went out first ladder I ran.
Damn.
Like, come on, bro. I mean, like you can't even make it up, bro. Like
for real.
If I'm an athlete, this is what I put my whole life into, and I can't even physically do it. What you gonna do as a person who sit back and eat ho-hos every day and just go to class?
Man,
ain't no way.
That's really, man. That's the grind. That's the stuff people don't see, man.
They don't know, bro. They don't know. But you don't know what you don't know.
Yeah, right. That's true.
Right. And we thankful for, Life of Keezy. Go follow and subscribe. Yeah. Like and subscribe on YouTube.
Tell us a little bit about what's in the channel, man. We definitely gonna subscribe and like all that.
So pretty much all I do is I got a what's the name of it? A series called Keezy Odyssey in there. Okay. Which every year I pretty much break down my whole year of my professional career, whatever year it was. So I'm actually getting ready to shoot year 9 of that. And then I pretty much break down every piece of professional basketball abroad. So whether it's how to find an agent, how to sift through the agents to make sure you ain't getting no fraudulent ones, how not to get scammed, how to start your, different avenues that you can take to start your professional career, whether it be, the regular, going to college, playing well and going overseas, or maybe you have to go to some exposure camps, or maybe you have to fly yourself to Europe and go to some basketball academies in Spain or something. But whatever avenue you got to take, I'm sitting there trying to, direct you guys in the ways that you guys need to, be directed in. What else? I also have some of my, day in the life
vlogging
stuff, just day in the life of Keezy and checking out how I live, whether it be traveling with my family, going to my, my bros' weddings, just kicking it, just chilling, man, just enjoying life, so you can see how it feels to reap the rewards of your work, what I'm saying? So I put a lot of that in there as well. So it's dope, man. I think it's dope, man. It's slowly building followers and guys who actually, really fool with the channel and been able to learn a lot from it. And I'm just thankful to be able to inspire and be able to educate guys, to be honest with you, because I wish I would have had the same shit when I was getting started. Somebody telling me what I need to do, man, and giving me a blueprint so I don't stumble and motherfucking break my neck in the process.
Man, that's dope.
Which is exactly why we're thankful to have you on here, Keys, because Cree Education is all about educating creatively. You know what I mean? And
I appreciate y'all for having me, bro. Honestly, it's dope that y'all even doing this, man. Like, cause this actually, I've been on a few podcasts, boy, and how this camera moving around is elite. So shout out to y'all.
Shout out to engineer Gabe. You already know.
Shout out to Gabe.
This mother shooting around crazy. I'm like, hey man, he back there twiddling them fingers for real. Y'all official with it, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all.
Oh, for sure, man. When you come in town, we gonna have you in the studio, brother.
Yeah, definitely. I appreciate you for such a late notice too, because I know we hit you on the last buzzer beater. We used to that. You know what I'm saying? Wake up, we got practice. God damn it! Like what? 15 minutes? Damn. you know how us athletes do, man. We appreciate you, man.
But y'all family, bro. So it don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? Like nigga, shit. But y'all don't know, these dudes been my brothers since we was 17, 18 years old, man, since college started. You know what I'm saying? Since the moment I walked on the campus, these dudes been my bros. So it's only right. You call me and I'm there on the drop of the dime.
Appreciate
love, brother.
That, bro.
Appreciate
love,
you, bro.
Man. And I pretty much, that's going to wrap it up for today's episode, man. Life is sports, life after sports, man. Appreciate you. And with that being said, we going to close it out, man. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. We out.